Hello! I thought I would do a little self-report on my personal curriculum, the book that I'm currently reading, The Count of Monte Cristo, while I get ready. First off, I applied a lip stain. I have seen so many people use this, so I asked for it for my birthday and I got it. It is the Wonder Stain All Day Lip Stain in the color Charming. It's very nice. Now to my self-report. I'll be honest, I am behind in my reading. In my personal curriculum video, I set out my schedule and what I wanted to accomplish in the month of June, and that was to read all of Monte Cristo. And yes, I do in fact believe that that was biting off a bit more than I could chew, but at the same time I knew that I could do it. And I think I would have accomplished it. I mean, June is not over, so I still can't accomplish it, but I think I would have been more in line with my goal if I didn't take any like vacation, which I don't really care because I had such a good time away from reading and hanging out with my family. So the first trip that I took was to Denver to see some of my family there. We hung out. I hadn't seen them for kind of a long time, so it was really good to catch up with them. We hit up their local spots and just chilled, watched the World Cup, did a lot of chatting and just lounging around, which is honestly my favorite part about spending time with family. We don't really have to be go, go, go all the time. We can just be relaxing and in each other's company. So that was really great to see them. We saw the mountains on our walks around the park, which was amazing. It's so cool. Like, we have mountains here in Virginia, but you know, the Rocky Mountains are insane. They're just way bigger than the Appalachian Mountains. So I took 5 days off there to go spend time with them, and I downloaded Count of Monte Cristo on my iPad to read, and I think I read like half a chapter while I was there, which I'm not mad about because I had such a good time there. I also went with my brother and his partner to a hot yoga class, which was amazing. I do yoga at home, but I've never taken an actual class before, and that was amazing. I really need to find some place here to do that. And then when we got back, we had a day of rest, and then we went straight into my birthday weekend, which was camping at Twin Lakes Park. It's kind of west of Richmond, so kind of a far drive, but really beautiful countryside drive, which made up for it. And yeah, just being out in nature. We did s'mores, KBBQ. We watched the World Cup out there, which was really fun. We went on some bike rides. Yeah, again, I took my book. I think I read maybe like 2 chapters out there, which was good. But again, just surrounded by family and other activities. But now we're back, trying to get back on track. So I've been reading like crazy these past few days. But again, I'm still retaining it. It's not skimming. I think I'm doing a good job of actually reading the information and not just trying to get back on track and trying to read as much as I can. I'm still really enjoying the story, but just wanted to self-report that. So I guess back to the actual book. Loving it so far. Also, this might contain spoilers, so if you want to not listen in, perfectly fine with that. But yeah, going forward, I will be talking about the contents of the book, so fair warning. I loved the prison scenes. I thought they were going to be much longer. Because the book is so big, I thought that him being in prison would be this enormous amount of chapters, but it really wasn't, which I was kind of surprised about. And again, I went into this book knowing nothing about it. I knew that it was about revenge, and that was basically about it. So when he escapes and how he escapes prison is just, he's so clever. He is just such a fast-thinking person. The way he takes Abe Faria's body out of like the cotton cloth and he stitches himself in it, and then they throw him out at sea. What? That's crazy. I was so shocked by that. Also, Dumas as a writer is actually very funny and witty when he's having conversations between two characters. A lot of times when the Count is talking to his servants or people that work for him, the banter between them, I find myself like laughing out loud actually, which is quite funny. Especially last night I read, I think it's The House at Auteuil. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Vendetta. I read those last night and those chapters were amazing. It's like storytelling from someone else's perspective about something that he is recounting, which one is very clever because you're not with that character. So it's a clever way of like describing what has happened. Also, the Count is just like this amazing mastermind and he's just biding his time. I think in one of the chapters I just read, he was like, oh, I have to meet this woman, but you know what? I'm in Paris a while, I can be patient. And it's just like his thought process is he's going to get his revenge on these people and he's okay to wait till the right time to do it. He is just like, he has his plan, he has thought about this, and he is going to execute it when the time is right, which you have to give credit to him. He's good. I don't think I would survive without the notes section because it's talking about like Napoleon, and I don't know much about that history. So it's like when King Louis and Napoleon are kind of battling for power. The notes section kind of explains what's happening. Also, another thing that I really like about this book is because it was serialized, which means that it was published in newspapers. The chapters are pretty short, so it feels nice to just be able to pace yourself well. You can be like, oh, this chapter is only like 10 pages. I can easily do this. So yes, the book is long, but it's sectioned really well, in my opinion. And again, it is the translator who is doing a good job of making it easily readable. So I would definitely suggest, if you do, picking up the Penguin Classics version. I don't know anything about any other translation, but yeah, this one is really easily digestible, which I really like. What else do I really like about the book? Ooh, one thing that I will say is some of the chapters don't involve the Count, which I find really slow because I really like him and I really like learning more about his persona and the way he acts. But I figured out that those chapters should not be skimmed. Like, I feel like some people would be like, oh, well, it's boring, or, you know, it's not something that I want to read about. It's about characters that whatever. Like, I think the carnival, before we meet the Count at the carnival, it's like Franz and Albert. And I was like, ugh, I don't care about these guys. Like, who are these guys? But they play an important role in the story because they connect back to who the Count is trying to seek revenge on. So they're linked to those people who conspired against him. So that I learned pretty fast, which was good because I was like, okay, I know I don't love this, but this is gonna come into play and it'll all be revealed in due time. At first, I was very much like, why is this book so long? He could definitely omit a lot of stuff, but upon further reading, like I said earlier, a lot of the stuff comes back around. So if something seems unimportant, it is important, just not now, but at a later date. So I'm very curious to see how the abridged version is written and what it omits and how it tells the narrative. I think that's it. Literally, I feel like I took more time talking than doing my makeup, but whatever. For the rest of the day, probably just reading, but in about an hour or so, we're going to head over to meet my mom, my aunt, and my grandfather for lunch. My grandfather is in town, and I honestly haven't seen my aunt in a very long time, so I'm excited to catch up with them. And then also me and my mom went halvesies on a peach order. There's like this company that comes out and you can pre-order peaches from them, and then they'll bring them up to like Virginia and you can pick up your order. So that's near the place that we're eating at. So after we eat, we're going to go pick up our peaches, which is really exciting because Summer is the best time to eat them. I think we're going to leave here soon. I'll probably just get in some reading before I go. Also going to pick my scents. I am going to wear Fig Leaf today. I got this for my birthday. The bottle is so pretty, but it also smells very good. It's very green and woodsy and bright and perfect for spring and summer. So this is what I'm gonna wear today. Had kind of a late lunch, so we're just having sweet potatoes for dinner. Trevor obliterated his already, but he did pepper jack cheese and beans. And then I did kind of a sweet one. I did brown sugar and cinnamon. And now we're watching Scotland versus Brazil in the World Cup.